Ooh, you can even hear it. Oh. PS5. What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about one of the hottest products in the market, and of course it is the PS5. I'm sorry to all you Xbox fans, but today we will be talking about PS5, how to get one, and we're going to be talking about Sony, what's going on, why aren't they able to put a PS5 in everyone's house, and we're also going to be talking about, if you haven't got one yet, how can you get yourself a PS5. PlayStation 5 has become almost impossible to get a hold of, and in this video I'm going to be talking about why it's almost next to impossible to get a PS5, how are we going to get it, and when is a PS5 going to be easy to get. I'm going to talk about my strategy and what I did to get my hands on a PS5, and it was really hard for me as well. Before we get this video started, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section whether you guys got your PS5 or Xbox. Also, in the end of the video, I will be showing you guys my strategy as to how I am flipping these consoles. If in the future you guys want to see me do a video where I flip PS5s, and you guys have seen me do it for PS4s, for iPhones, for Nintendo Switches, every other system, try to make $1,000 in one day flipping PS5. So this video kind of just started off in one direction. I was just going to talk about the PS5, how to get it, best way to get a good deal on it. I ended up getting the PS5 and then I ended up selling it, and I got it for a decent deal, still above retail, and somehow I ended up making a profit on it. Right now I'm actually talking to someone on getting another PS5. I'm still going to be paying above retail. It's pretty high risk. 100 thumbs up if you guys want to see a video where I'm flipping PS5s making over $1,000. Throughout the video I'll be giving you some fun facts about the PS5. Did you know that the PlayStation 5 did not even sell as much consoles as the PS4 did on launch day? So the PS5 claims that it sold 118,000 units in its first launch week, but believe it or not, the PS4 has actually sold 322,000 units on its first launch week, and even the PS2 has sold 631,000 units on its first launch week. Why did the PS5 only sell 100 and something thousand units, and why is it so impossible to get when older models like the PS4 and the PS5 have sold a lot more during its launch week? COVID-19 has really slowed down the markets, so maybe Sony was not anticipating as many consoles being sold, and they kind of underestimated their ability to sell this console. Obviously the right thing for Sony to do was to overestimate the amount of consoles they should have sold. They should have had at least 500,000 consoles ready for launch week. Maybe it was a lot harder to get employees to be coming into the factory. It takes a lot of time, money, and efforts to manufacture all these consoles. Another reason could be simply this is just part of Sony's strategy. They want to release a small amount of consoles just to create some hype, and because it's very rare and there's a very limited amount, it does create a lot of hype because everyone wants to get a hold of it, which drives the prices of the system up. For example, Supreme and Yeezy, they release a limited amount of products into the market, which creates a lot of hype. What resellers do is they buy that product and they resell it for more than what it's worth, which is exactly what's happening right now. Is because of those scalpers and resellers. And to me this isn't surprising because the exact same thing happened with the Nintendo Switch. At one point the Nintendo Switches were all sold out. Anyone was able to sell even a used one for higher than market value, and anyone who has a hold of their PS5 knows the value of this system, and they're selling it for close to double what it's worth. So obviously there's way too much demand, and Sony was not able to produce nearly as much consoles for everyone to get a hold of. And another main reason as to why this is happening is also because Christmas is around the corner, so everyone's going to want to get their hands on a PS5. So now we're going to talk about how we're going to get a hold of this PS5. How are we going to get a hold of this system? How can we buy one? And your next biggest opportunity will be this following week, which will be Black Friday. But just because it's going to be available Black Friday does not mean it's going to be easy to get. It's probably going to be one of the first things sold out on Black Friday, so that will be your next opportunity. And unfortunately most stores are not offering in-store retail pickup, so they are available online, which is another reason as to why they're sold out so quickly. People with more advanced computers, people who know how to hack, people who have bots, they obviously have a better chance of getting a PS5 versus you. So that's why sometimes you're going online and you're seeing one person with literally 30 PS5s, meanwhile you can't even get one. So most likely this person's either a hacker, a bot, or I don't know, maybe he has 10 computers and he just ordered from all of them at the same time. The fact that you can't physically go into a retail store and pick it up, it kind of made it unfair for everyone who's actually trying to game and play the system. The best way to avoid these people is just simply don't buy the consoles. After 30 days they will either be forced to take that risk and hold on to that console hoping they would sell it for profit, or they will be forced to return that console back to the store. And for those people who are actually paying $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 for a PS5, just so you know, you guys are the reason why these scalpers are getting all these PS5s and selling them to people like you. Don't buy the $1,000, don't buy the $1,200 console. Be patient, at least 30 days, and they will be forced to return those consoles. There's a few retail stores you can get a PS5 from: Walmart, from Best Buy, from The Source, GameStop, and you can even go to Amazon.com. If you're from Canada, EB Games will also sell it on top of all the other stores I mentioned, and even Shoppers Drug Mart I've seen has sold PS5s, which will be very hard to get a hold of because you are competing against hackers and bots and the rest of the world who's trying to get a PS5. And if you're not lucky enough to be able to get one from the retail stores, you can always try your luck online on websites like Kijiji.com, on Facebook Marketplace, or even eBay.com, because resellers have taken over the PS5. But at the same time, you also have to be careful and keep an eye out for scammers. Even though there's a whole pandemic going on and a lot of people are struggling with money, people are willing to take advantage of you. And there's plenty of stories of people getting scammed for PS5s, people getting robbed for PS5. If you want me to make a whole separate video on looking out for scams, not just PS5 scams, but scams in general, so that way you can avoid being scammed by one of these frauds, let me know in the comment section below. Just a few quick tips: when you're meeting someone, try to be with someone else, don't meet someone alone. Also, meet in a public location with lots of cameras available. Cash is okay as long as you make sure the bills are not counterfeit. I would probably avoid any PayPal offers or anyone asking to ship or asking for a deposit in advance. Just try paying for the product in cash when you have it in your hands. Don't pay for anything up front without seeing the product in your hands. So now I'm going to talk about this PS5 and how I got it. I paid $750 for it. Someone was selling it for $850. $750 is way above the market value. I got the digital version. They retail for $499.99. With taxes, it goes up to $620. So even though I paid $750, I still paid $130 way above retail value. First of all, if I'm going to make a video about a PS5, I needed to get a PS5. On top of that, I kind of wanted to test the market and personally show you guys how this whole reselling thing works. So I posted it up to begin with for $890, and I pretty much had a bidding war going on. One guy offered me $900, the next guy offered me $910, the next guy $920, and someone's like $950. On this console that I paid $750 for, now I have a $950 offer, and I hate to be one of those assholes, but I'm going to be selling this console for $950, making a $200 profit, even though I overpaid for the console. That's just how badly people want these consoles. They're willing to pay $400, $300 above, $500 above its retail value, and that is the exact same reason why scalpers are willing to sell it for that high, because there's people literally throwing money at them. I wanted to list it at a low price, and even though my price was low, people just kept offering me higher than what I was asking for. The PS5 is now officially sold, and it kind of seems like good news but bad news at the same time. Good news because I did profit from selling it. Bad news because I no longer have the PS5, but I will be on the hunt for it, which is going to lead me to this part of the video where I will be talking about my plans. The fact that I bought a PS5 for $750 was a high risk because I paid that much above retail value, but the positive was I did end up making $200 because I sold it. The safest time to be flipping PS5s is after all the hype has finally died down and they finally are for sale for a reasonable price. Sony did announce that absolutely every single PS5 that was in retail stores has been sold out. They will start restocking. So your best bet, if you're unable to get them from retail stores, if Black Friday goes by, if you didn't get one for Christmas, and if you don't want to pay close to $1,000 for a system, which I don't blame you, wait till after Christmas, wait till the hype dies down. It will be a lot more easier to get a PS5 because there's going to be people that got gifted their PS5s and they won't want to get it. They'll want to get rid of it. In the future, I will be making a video on how to flip PS5s. I've done it with PS4s, with Nintendo Switches, with iPhones. I've pretty much done it with any product that I enjoy using. Give this video 100 likes. In the future, I will have a video on how to flip PS5 consoles, and of course I will be flipping them for less than retail. I'm not going to be selling consoles for above retail. The fact that we're in a pandemic right now makes it a lot harder for them to bring out as many consoles as possible. How much money it costs to manufacture and build, advertise this console. Most of their profits come from selling online digital games, selling controllers, accessories, etc. Let's say someone buys a PS5 for $1,000. They could have originally spent $600 on that console and spent $400 online buying games, buying products, buying controllers, but instead of giving that money to Sony, they gave it to that, guys. So yeah, that's it for this PS5 video. If you guys got your PS5, let me know. Also, I kind of want to know if you guys paid retail value for your PS5. Let me know in the comment sections what you guys think about this whole PS5 craze going on during this pandemic, and let me know if you guys got your PS5 or if you guys prefer the Xbox over the PS5. Also, if you guys want to see me flipping PS5s in the future, don't forget, leave this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye bye. After flipping my first PS5, I went out and I actually ended up landing on 2 deals. I got 2 more PS5s. I'm gonna try to flip these by tomorrow. I wasn't even expecting to do this in this video, but here I am with 2 PS5s. And it was as simple as just following the same strategies that I've been doing for the past couple of years. Moment of truth. So here it is, guys. Watch me drop this. The PS5, and we're gonna do a smash test on it. Holy crap, this thing's actually heavy. You ready to start it up? Let's start it up. This is the last final update. So I just sold both of these PS5s that I had, and one of the PS5s I ended up selling for $990. That one came with NBA 2K21. Have a lot of these that I sell, so I kind of just threw one in to increase the value of the PS5, and I ended up selling that one for $990, which is right here. And then last night I ended up buying that one PS5, which I ended up selling for $890, which is right here, which makes it my third PS5 that I've already flipped